Hey everyone, we are out here at Mount Stewart today working on our restoration project. Right now we are starting the weeding process to clear out some of the invasive plants. You can see the Lantana camara here with its bright pink flowers. They would probably look great on me, but trust me, they're terrible for the environment. We also have siam weed or jack in the bush and blue porter weed, sometimes called Brazilian tea or snakeweed, with those small purple blooms. This species spread quickly and form thick, dense growth that smothers native plants, reduces biodiversity, and alters soil nutrients, making it harder for native species to come back. They also increase the fire risk and change the natural structure of Mount Stewart's ecosystem. We've also got Sidarthro, a creeping legume that spreads fast and smothers native vegetation. We are handfulling the smaller weeds and using the small machinery for the tougher ones. After that, we take everything offsite so they don't regrow or spread seeds. We've got a great crew of volunteers and uni students helping out too. It's a fun way to gain experience, earn credit, and make a real difference.
This is Eucalyptus pied glauca, commonly known as the Mount Stewart ironbark. It has a very restricted distribution, known only from Mount Stewart, Pepperpot Mountain, Mount Elliott, and a nearby mountaintop southwest of Townsville. It is most often found in grassy woodland habitats and is listed as vulnerable under the Australian Government Environment Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act due to its limited range. This species can be identified by its dull green to blue-grey, often glaucous adult leaves and its broader, lance-shaped to ovate glaucous juvenile leaves.
This is Thermita triangia, or more commonly known as kangaroo grass, consumed mainly by kangaroos, wallabies, and other native herbivores like wombats. On Mount Stewart, the most common grazer found eating this grass is the petrogale, known as rock wallaby. Kangaroo grass is good for the environment because it supports native biodiversity, providing food and habitat for wildlife. It is a low-maintenance plant that can tolerate drought and has deep roots that prevent erosion and improve the surrounding soil. There are different reptile species like the Saxaphilin sun skink and the elegant snake-eyed skink found on Mount Stewart. Having these two skink species helps support the ecosystem by controlling insect population, keeping the balance and biodiversity. This plant is the Maluka viridiflora, or broadleaf tea tree as commonly known. This tree species typically grows in locations with poorly drained soils, not typically found on mountains, but found on lowland coastal areas. However, it is found on Mount Stewart where the broadleaf tea trees are beneficial to the environment by stabilizing soil, providing critical habitats for both plants and animals, filtering water, and gives support to the wildlife, recognized for its gray-colored bark and green egg-shaped leaf.
At this site, one of the plants we can find are grass trees, specifically the Xanthorea latifolia, a species endemic to Australia. This is an extremely slow-growing species that keeps its roots buried underneath the ground. This helps this species thrive in wildflowers. They survive well in nutrient-poor soils and will commonly flower more profusely with wildfires. This species in specific can be seen to have its flower, which can be seen in the video. This would be that really tall part of the tree coming out from the middle of the grass that would almost looks like a tall mic. Grass trees have also been devastated by cinnamon fungus and are further threatened by some things like land clearance and inappropriate burning. While it is not considered an endangered species, it is a protected species of Australia that we will be considering when managing this site.